Astro Warden, Eve. Passive, Galactic Power. Eve gains a stack of galactic power each time she hits an enemy hero with her normal skills. Each stack of galactic power gives Eve an extra attack during her next ultimate, and also buffs the shield granted. First skill, Void Blast. Eve detonates galactic energy at the target location, dealing magic damage to enemies hit and increasing Eve's movement speed. Enemies hit by the center of the blast will take additional magic damage and also reduce this skill's cooldown. Second skill, Void Crystal. Eve summons a Void Crystal at the target location, dealing magic damage to enemies hit. This skill can be used again to have the crystals shoot energy in the target direction, dealing continuous magic damage and slowing targets hit. Ultimate, Real-World Manipulation. Eve creates a star field around an area while gaining a shield. Within the ultimate's duration, tap or hold and swipe on the screen to unleash different attacks. Tap to deal magic damage to targets at that location, or hold and swipe to deal continuous damage and slow enemies. Enemies that touch the edge of the star field will be immobilized, but only once per target. Eve cannot be displaced while in her ultimate, and stuns will not interrupt it, but she cannot input commands while stunned. In the laning phase, use Eve's second skill to first slow the enemy from afar, then hit them with the center of her first skill.
You have slain an enemy!
In teamfights, use Eve's ultimate to cover as many enemies as possible and unleash multiple attacks on them. When the enemies run out of Eve's ultimate, cancel it and use her second skill to slow them, then finish them off with her first skill.
Legendary! Double kill!
Eve's skills have a very long casting range, which she should take advantage of while laning and in teamfights to kite enemies. Upgrade Eve's first skill at level 1, and continue to prioritize upgrading it as her main source of damage. The center of Eve's first skill deals extra damage, so use her second skill to slow the enemy first and aim her first skill to increase her damage output. Eve's ultimate is very powerful in teamfights. Pair up with heroes with CC to get the most out of it.
Double kill! Triple kill!
Ice Queen Wand is Eve's core piece of equipment. Her second skill and ultimate hit multiple times, making it easy to trigger Ice Queen Wand's slow effect. Build Glowing Wand in the mid-game to increase her skill's continuous damage, and more magic equipment in the late game to boost her damage. We recommend the Flame Shot battle spell for Eve to work with her skills for even more poke. Eve can also take Sprint to help her chase or escape depending on the situation.
Turret has been destroyed. Triple kill!
Eve counters tanks and fighters with low mobility, like Fredrin, Barretts, and Aulus, due to her long-range skills.
Legendary!
Eve's low survivability makes her a target for divers and burst damage heroes like Yin, Saber, and Karina. Eve works best with tanks and supports with strong CC to lock down enemies for her ultimate, like Minotaur, Gato-Gacha, and Atlas.
Enemy has been slain. Double kill!
In the early game, use Eve's first and second skills often to poke the enemy.
An enemy has been slain.
In mid to late game teamfights, Eve should look for a safe position to use her ultimate and catch as many enemies as possible. Cooperate with AoE CC heroes to dominate the fight.